You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Ross, the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, baby, we're going to talk about the granddaddy of them all, Carolina and Duke in Chapel Hill, man. And this is an extremely intriguing game where both teams are literally firing on all cylinders right now. Both teams are peaking at the right time. And both teams are drastically in two very different positions. Duke is basically a lock as a number one seed, and Carolina's still trying to lock up an NCAA tournament berth, man. But we will get into the details of that in a second. First, shout out to the Huddle Hooligans for all of their support, man. Last regular season game of the year. It's crazy how we're about to finish up our second full season together as a family, and I appreciate y'all so much, man. And we're going to keep this thing stinking growing for Tar Heel Nation, baby. Bad news. Live reaction to watch party will unfortunately not be happening due to your boy being voluntold to work all day on Saturday, man. So I'm going to be relegated to my cell phone for the most important game of the year. And I truly do apologize for that, man. There was nothing I could do to get out of this one. Life sometimes throws a stick right into your bicycle wheels. And the only thing you can do, bro, is eat the pavement, man. But there will be 100% a reaction video come Sunday morning, man. So make sure you tune into that, man. So we'll start this thing off by taking a look at the updated ACC standings. Duke 18-1. Louisville and Clemson are at 16-2. And the Heels are tied with SMU at 13-6, man. Now, if UNC wins, they lock up the fourth seed regardless of what happens with SMU's last game. If SMU wins and Wake Forest wins at 12-7, SMU would be the fourth seed. Wake would be the fifth seed due to having the tiebreaker against the Heels, and the Heels would then be relegated to the sixth seed. Now, if Carolina loses and Wake loses, Carolina would have the fifth seed. If SMU and Carolina lose, but Wake wins, Wake would be the fourth seed with the tiebreaker against both, while UNC would be the fifth seed with a tiebreaker against SMU. So those are the Carolina. They can be anywhere from the fourth seed to the sixth seed at the end of Saturday. Now, the ACC schedule this Saturday includes LOL State versus Miami, Stanford at Louisville, Georgia Tech at Wake, SMU at FSU, Cal at Notre Dame, Virginia Tech at Clemson, and Boston College at Pitt, and Virginia at Syracuse. So, let's get into this thing. And we're going to be completely honest about this one, okay? Duke has been absolutely running through the Atlantic Coast Conference, okay? They have been destroying everything in their path, man. Since the Clemson loss on February 8th, okay, their average margin of victory right now has been 28 staking points. They are demolishing people. That is literally belt to ass. Cooper Flagg is in the conversation for the Player of the Year, and the Devils have come from the underworld firing on all stinking cylinders. Now, the Dukies are led by head coach John Shire, who is 81-21 in his third year in Durham, which is good for a .794 win percentage. Their leading scorer, rebounder, and assist man is still the 6'9", 205-pound freshman guard / forward, whatever you want to call him, Cooper Flagg, who's averaging 19.6 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, and 4.2 assists. Every category, Cooper Flagg. He leads the team. He's a great player, but the question is, could that be to Duke's detriment in this one? The Heels are led by head coach Hubert Davis, who's 98-42, which is good for a .700 win percentage on the dot. Now, Carolina's leading scorer is a 6', 180-pound All-American guard, RJ Davis, who's averaging 17.2 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, and 3.8 assists. He's shooting 40.3% from the floor and 32.7% from three. Their leading rebounder is the 6'3", 195-pound junior guard, Seth Trimble, who's averaging 5.3 rebounds, and he's also contributing 12.1 points per game. And their leading assist man is a 6'1", 180-pound sophomore point guard, Elliot Cadeau, who's averaging 6.1 assists to 3.3 turnovers, along with contributing 9.7 points per game. Now, Duke is averaging 83.5 points per game and giving up 61.1 points per game, while Carolina is averaging 82.1 points per game and giving up 75.9. Duke is averaging more rebounds, assists, and steals, while Carolina is slightly averaging more blocks. So, now that we've looked at the tail of the tape, let's get into Russ's 3 keys to a Tar Heel victory. And key number 1 is this, man. Cooper is the key. Shocker, okay? Their leader in every category is going to be the key to stopping this Duke Blue Devil team. And I'm going to shock some people here, bro. But the 22 to 23-year-old Jalen Withers has the height, length, and athleticism to make Cooper Flagg uncomfortable. Yes, the 18-year-old Cooper Flagg uncomfortable. That's right. Jay Witt is the man for the job if I'm the stinking coach, man. And when he needs a breather, the guy next up is going to be Drake Powell. No switches, no double teams, straight the hell up, bro. And you make Cooper earn everything he gets, man. You tell both of those guys. You will be extremely physical with him, okay? Nothing is stinking easy. Obviously, I'm talking about in the spirit of competition and with the scope of the rules for all the softies out there that are thinking I'm, saying overdo it. No, you're just going to stinking be in his chest the whole stinking game, bro. You don't cheat down on him. You play him straight up. Either you stop him or he gets 30. That's fine with me. I don't care, bro. But Duke is going to have to find the other 50 points somewhere else without easy kickouts to open shooters, okay? Cooper Flagg is not going to sit there, get to the middle, and just start hitting wide open guys. No. Let him get his 30 if he gets his 30, bro. But Duke is going to have to find it from other places. And I know that there's going to be people that talk about the nipple kid and Tyrese Proctor. Hey, I seriously think that they can be hampered to a certain extent if Cooper Flagg is checked by a more athletic guy. Jay Witt is more athletic. He is older. He is long and lanky. I think he's the guy for the job. Key number 2, air assault. Carolina has connected on 65 of their 136 three-point attempts during this 6-game winning streak, which is good for 48% from deep. Carolina has to continue that trend. RJ's last home game, Ian's first home game against Duke. We've got to connect on the long ball to have a legitimate shot of beating this Duke Blue Devil team. And they've been shooting 48% from deep in their last 6 games. And key number 3, you got to leave it all on the court, man. Most people believe that Carolina is playing for their postseason life, right? And I would tend to agree with that. UNC has not done nearly enough to solidify a spot in this year's NCAA tournament, but beating the Dukies at home to finish the regular season would make all the difference in the world, okay? You make sure that you leave this thing all out there on the floor, and then you let the chips fall where they may. You're fast, you're physical, full court press on made baskets, bro, everything. You empty the kitchen sink in this basketball game, man. Let's stake and go. You got to leave it all out on the stinking court, man. And that takes us to the prediction portion of the show. Now, the ESPN matchup indicator only gives the Tar Heels a 20.8% chance at beating the Dukies in Chapel Hill. And I 100% can see why that would be the case, man. Duke beat the brakes off of the Heels back in Durham, dude. And the final score was not even close to indicative of how lopsided that game was. By the end of the first half, they almost had us screaming stinking mercy, dude. But Saturday is a new day. And this North Carolina team is playing like a new team, especially since Jay Witt was inserted into the starting lineup to add the size and the athleticism. Carolina has been on a mission, bro. Van Allen Lubin has provided some solid minutes down there in the interior, and both things were completely missing in that first matchup. That is something different from the game in Durham, okay? There's not a person in the world that seems to believe Carolina can compete in this game. And that's exactly why I think Hubert Davis, RJ Davis, Ian Jackson, and the Fighting Tar Heels shock the stinking world, bro. And they get the W after shooting lights out from deep, man. Big time players make big time plays, and Cooper may get his, but RJ ain't going out quietly, and Ian will rise to the occasion. I got North Carolina 89, Duke 87, and Carolina punches its ticket to the stinking dance, bro. So you let me know what you think about this game and my score prediction down in the comment section, Tar Heel and Blue Devil Nation. Does Carolina even have a shot in this game? Or is this going to be round 2 of the ass whooping that occurred in Durham? Make sure that you comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yes, I want to hear all the stinking trash talk. And no matter what, baby, it's a great day to be a Tar Heel. Go to hell, Duke. And because there's no live reaction watch party, I guess we'll see you boys during the reaction video, man. Go Heels, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, baby.